I saw Nicolle in a particularly interesting context. During the 103 days of instruction in East Africa, I required the students keep a daily journal. And it was to be a journal not only of what they saw and what they did, but how they felt about the experiences they were having. So Nicolle was a biology or biochem major. She came clearly from the sciences, and yet her journal was absolutely remarkable. I told the students that I wanted to see their journals, that if there were personal reflections in there, that they could cover them over, and that I would respect their privacy, and I wouldn't read that, I wouldn't look at that. But I wanted to see if they were really coming to terms with the experience they were having. Nicolle not only came to terms with East Africa, but her journal was truly remarkable in the illustrations that appeared in it. She was a natural artist. She captured people, places, events, looks on faces, personalities, and her journal was unlike that of any other student that was in the program.
In 1997, I was looking for somebody to work in my research lab, and I just wasn't finding the right person. And Janice Lochner, who teaches in the biochemistry and chemistry department, said, you know, you should take a look at Nicolle Rager. And I hadn't had her as a student, so I didn't know anything about her. And I met her and I thought, oh my God, this is going to be a perfect fit. So she worked on a project on protein crystallization, and at the end of the summer, the students had to make a poster for describing their research. And that's when I realized Nicolle was somebody to reckon with, because I actually dug up the poster for this interview. This illustration here is of a polyethylene glycol molecule. And as you can see, it's accurate chemically. She's got the chemistry down. And then it whips into this artistic swirl like a piece of fettuccine. And I realized, oh my God, Nicolle can visualize science and interpret it in a way that makes it completely accessible. And so as I learned more about her, I found out she's a biochem major, but she's doing studio art. And I'm like, Nicolle, how is that going to work out? What are you going to do? Are you going to do art, or are you going to do science? And she's like, yes.
She was really faithful to the combination of talents that she had. And she worked hard to find a path that would allow her to be both the scientist that she was, as well as the artist that she was. And there was no straightforward path, especially at the time that she was searching for what would be her true calling.
I am just phenomenally impressed by Nicolle's ability to work with the highest scientific institutions in the country, be it the Stanford Linear Accelerator, the National Science Foundation, and to be able to sort of so quickly rise to the top in her field as a scientific illustrator. I didn't really have much of an idea of how long it would take to forge a career in that area, but Nicolle seemed to very quickly be working just with first-rate institutions and scientists, and that really impressed me.
You know, I don't know what she's proud of. I know what I'm proud of for her, which is that she was able to combine art and science and then turn it into a viable business. The fact that she's her own, we always talk about entrepreneurship, but the fact she's making it happen. She has her own business to do scientific illustration, and it's just so impressive because, you know, she has her head in the clouds and her feet on the ground. She's able to do both, and I'm just so impressed when somebody can do that.
Congratulations, Nicolle. I think you know we're incredibly proud of you and your accomplishments, and it's nice to share this evening with you.